Hi guys, Taras here. Recently, the Daily Nation published an article. I think it was titled Kenya has become the playground for investment con artists. And it gave a story of how many, especially how much people have lost in these investment deals, especially land, Urithi, and so many other companies that have gone down with so much money from just ordinary people. Saiton, you guys know the story. So many other examples that were given in that particular article. Please look for it, read it, and just internalize it. But it also got me thinking because one of the work that I do is mentorship, and I work with a lot of founders, startups, and one of the biggest issues they all have is how do we raise capital? And raising capital, especially the last 2 years, has been extremely difficult. The reason being is not just in the construction or land buying kind of, maybe let me call them pyramid schemes. This has gone international in terms of even the VCs. We have had so many big startups that have gone down. And you cannot explain how a startup is going down after receiving a whole billion shillings plus in terms of investments from VCs and all that. So yeah, I agree with the Daily Nation. Kenya has become a prey field for investment con artists, and it has messed up the market. And one of the key things I always get from the mentees that I work with, the startups that I work is, how do we raise money? 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 And I can tell you the last 2 years has been crazy. But then last week I met two startups. Let me call them SMEs because according to us, we do not see them as startups that can scale, blah, blah, blah. We look at them as small businesses. One is a guy who started a clinic 10 years ago. Right now he has a hospital. And it has been pure organic growth in terms of he has never taken any credit in terms of loans. There are no VCs in his whatever operations. He has just grown year after year organically from a small lab. Actually, he started from a lab clinic. Now he's talking about a hospital. We are talking about a hospital, a 10-year plus journey. The other one is an electrical engineer who started just hustling, repairing, doing simple wiring here and there. Come repair this bulb, come and maybe install a generator here and there. And now that was like 6 years back. Right now, he's running an enterprise that is employing 20 plus people, contractors and all that, and handling some very big projects. And again, he has grown organically. Now, the biggest mistake we made as a country, if I'm asked, is that we took the Silicon Valley investor playbook and came and applied it here, copy and paste. And then the successful small businesses that have been running for the last maybe 5 years, 10 years, we all of a sudden regarded them as inconsequential. And we wanted these ideas that can pop up, and then within a year or 2 years, they're billion-dollar kind of companies. And that's where we got it wrong. There are so many SMEs that have been in existence for maybe more than 5 years. They're small, maybe run by one person. They have a product for sure. They have a market, and they have a solution, or they have the expertise or the know-how to be able to address that particular opportunity. The only thing maybe they don't have is maybe that big acumen in terms of financial management or human resource or scaling, And to be honest, those are the enterprises that we need to look into. And I can see Equity Bank is also starting to figure this thing out. They have taken, I think, almost 400 billion from government securities, and they want to come and invest in SMEs. And to be honest, that's a brilliant move. That is African-led, data-informed, and actually will work. These are the thing about investing billions in ideas that have not been verified just because somebody has a sexy pitch deck, or they're very good with PowerPoint, or they have good spoken English. That does not justify success in biashara. So guys, and especially for you investors out there, if you're looking to deploy your capital, don't go for those sexy PowerPoints, presentations, or ideas that have not even been tested anywhere. Look for that SME that has been around for a while, and all they're struggling with is maybe capital to scale, but their venture, their operations, their products, their processes have been tested. They have been around. They have gone through the ups and downs of entrepreneurship, and they have made it. And there are so many. The only issue about all these particular companies, you'll find majority of the times their documentation is not right. They have not been doing the proper accounting. Maybe they do not separate personal and business money, but it has been paying the bills. They're happy. They're okay. They've been surviving. Or if you can just bring a bit of order, organization, reporting, and a bit more of exposure in terms of other markets and possibilities elsewhere, these are products or businesses that can scale immensely. And you will find a lot of those enterprises also in the agri sector. That is where you have some big time sleeping giants. People who don't know they're actually holding billions or millions worth of value. But all they need is now that supporting hand. And this is where I keep on talking about brain drain. The biggest and the brightest brains, we are taking them out there doing things that do not add value, while ignoring these small guys who are making it big. So again, we need to stop using a Silicon Valley playbook in investment and come and do our own African-led informed investment. Watch what Equity Bank is doing. Follow what they're doing. And if we can all coalesce around that and start looking at what is important when it comes to investment, this whole investor con artist game will come to an end. So, guys, food for thought. How do you define a startup? Are you using the Silicon Valley playbook, or are you willing to open up your mind and just have a look at what exactly is working? And I can tell you, there are enough SMEs that would be so happy to receive your funding, receive your support, and they will scale in a way that you'll not even imagine. Food for thought. Tyrus Nuggets here.